Hello, friends. Hey, it's so great to be with you today. I don't know what it's like at your house, but man, it's been way too cold and way too much rain. Today, the sun's out. It is a gorgeous day. So glad you have chosen to be with us. Hey, in the studio today, we have Abby. Hey, Abby.
Hi, Pastor Clay.
Great to see you today, brother.
You're welcome. Thank you for
So
inviting
glad
me.
that you're here today. Drove up here to North Dallas.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about your family.
As you say, Abi, my name is Abi Odediran. I originally come from Nigeria. I'm a missionary from Nigeria to United States of America. My story of my family is very incredible. I can say it's very incredible because it's a miracle. God brought me to the state in 2006 when I started with Kids Connection.
Steve and Terry Mullins.
Exactly.
Yeah, good
exactly.
friends.
I started working with them. It was a very good ministry that this place God called me to. Because when I was in South Africa, God called me to the United States. And he specifically told me to go to that place. And he showed me the picture of Capitol in D.C.
Okay.
That's how I know where I'm going. So on getting there, they are very friendly. They are like my family. They are like my dad and my mom. I remember the day I came in, Pastor Steve was so happy. May God bless his soul. He always took me around. So I worked with them for pretty much 1.5 years before God pulled me back to Dallas Metro, where I am up to today. And to the glory of God, everything is okay. In 2009, I have a green card. Green card because I'm a foreigner. I came in on a missionary visa. So when I came in at that time, I came alone. My wife was in Nigeria. At that time, I have no issue, no kids at the time. But when I came in, God blessed me with a kid. So in 2002, I brought my wife, which is for me, and Christiana, my daughter, who is about 13 years now, in 7th grade in Jesus Morelos in Dallas, Texas school, to America. To be precise, let me be very clear. It was a very joyous day when I bring them to the state. It was the Super Bowl Sunday, and it was so packed with people in our building. So when I brought them in, 2 years later, God bless us with another son called Joshua. And 5 years, I have already stopped having babies because my plan was to have 2 kids. But 5 years after...
But God.
Exactly. Pastor Clay, you are very right. Because my plan wasn't children at the time. It was plan for the future. But when my wife got pregnant, we don't even know. It was until 5 months gone before we realized she's pregnant. That's when God gave us Moriah. Moriah is in 1st grade in City Island and is doing very, very well. So these are the story of my family.
So you, in case I didn't hear you, you're not. People probably figured out you're not from Texas, okay?
Originally, yeah. I'm not from Texas. I'm from Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria. So
yeah.
Tell us, how did you? I mean, I know you were in South Africa, but let's go back all the way to Nigeria.
Yes.
Where you grew up at.
I was very fortunate that I have a Christian family. My dad and my mom are Christian, very good Christian. They are very so. But at age 6, I lost my dad.
Okay.
So my mom took care of me until I was 29, before she passed.
Okay.
So at that time, things are very hard. I don't know what to do. I'm very close to them because they are my confidant, they are my advice, they are my everything. So I lost both of them. So God has been there for me, giving me direction of everything I'm going to do in life. So it was one of the directions that God gave me that led me to the stage today. It's just sheer obedience to what God has told me.
When you were, you went to Bible college?
Yes, sir.
And remind me where that was at?
It's in South Africa,
Okay.
Cape Town, South Africa.
Okay. So you went from Nigeria to
South
South
Africa.
Africa.
Yes.
Okay.
In 2000, I told you I had a call to be a pastor, to be on missions.
Right.
In fact, my calling started when I was 6 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I knew because I'm very small. I don't understand when God is speaking. I've been hearing from God since when I was 6. God has been directing me. They know in my house. When I say this is what God said, it's going to happen. So, so I went to school of engineering. I got to school of engineering. I studied electrical engineering from Portland Cement Training School. This is a company being organized by the Blue Circle London. We produce cement. In Nigeria today, if you ask anybody, elephant cement, that is exactly our product. So they train me as an engineer. They're supposed to locate me because we are staff in training. They're supposed to locate me in one of their plants, because we have 2 companies there that you can work. So they're supposed to locate me in one of them to be a staff. When it comes to me, out of 25 students of our student that passed school, they rejected me. God told me He purposely do that because He doesn't want me to put my eyes in money before He pull me out. And I struggled with God for a good 8 years because I don't want to go on being pastor or go on missions at all. But during that 8 years, nothing happens to my life. Nothing productive. It was in 2002 that I told God, yes, I'm ready. Now, God now took me to a place called Cape Town in South Africa, where I went to the school, Bible school there called Youth with a Mission. And this Youth with a Mission is all over the world.
Right.
All over the world. If you can do the school, you can go to anywhere in the world. So, I don't work. There's no money. God provided everything. Even somebody from Egypt, somebody from England that I've never met, they just sow into me. The greatest miracle was that when I applied for the school, I applied for a partial scholarship, and they gave me. So they gave me a partial scholarship. So I have to pay some money when I come back. I get back to school. So my director of my school, I could remember his name very well. His name is Peter. Peter is from South Africa. He picked me at the airport. When he picked me at the airport, he looked at my face. He said, Abi, he said, I know we have already given you a partial scholarship. He said, but as you are sitting down right now, God is telling me to give you, to write off all your school fees. So tomorrow, come to the office and we're going to cancel all your school fees. That is miracle.
Yes.
Miracle. It shows that God is in control.
Yeah.
And before I left that place, God has already told me that He has already planted one person there to take care of me. What I want to tell you today, Pastor Clay, is that everything you do is not in vain. Because all this thing I told you about, God reward all those people with multiple fold of what they did to me. So as I get to South Africa, so I did my first level school, which is discipleship training. Then after that, I did my second level school, which is biblical preaching and teaching school. That is another money. This is another miracle. Because it was there that God showed me the vision of America. I don't have the vision of America in Nigeria. No. The country that I aspire to go is Canada and Netherlands in Europe. Those are the 2 countries that my hope, Abi, want to go. But God's plan is not my plan. I succumb to God's thing. So, and when God moved me on that direction, I see that everything has been very, very easy for me because I don't think myself. God is thinking for me. Everything in my life is a miracle and is God's plan. I just walk into His plan. And since that time, I've never do anything that I don't hear God first. I really make mistakes because of I hear God first. If He doesn't talk, I won't do anything. A lot of times people ask me, Abi, what's your plan? I don't have it. They say, what type of person are you? I don't have it because I'm not used to that. My plan will never work. It is God's plan. That is how I've been doing since, and that is what I'm used to. So that's how I get to. So I did my second level school in South Africa. From there, I get the vision to America. From there, I get to America, and God has been very good. Yeah.
So while you're in school there, the Lord began to speak to you about coming to the States?
Yes, because when I was in my second level school, I told you about, I was in one house when I did my first, I could remember, when I did my first missions trip to Johannesburg, South Africa. I was living in, my school is in Cape Town. Johannesburg in South Africa is, so that is, I work under a pastor. Because my school, you are going to be in class for some months, they are going to be on the field for some months to practicalize what you do. So at that time, I was under one pastor looking at me, how I preach. So it was in one of these days that God showed me the picture of America. That's the first time I saw it. And that's how, and the picture God showed me is Capitol in D.C. And when I came in, Pastor Terry, she took me to, because our ministry there, our ministry building is very close to, Capitol. It was like Southeast DC. You will be looking at Capitol right there. So they took me there. In fact, I took picture with the family to see that the vision that God gave you has come to pass. Yeah, that's how everything happens when I came to the States.
So, have there been any time that you went, this is a little harder than what I thought it was going to be?
No. Because as I told you, I don't care about myself. I care about God. If I care about myself, I will lose God. I don't count myself to be like that. Though there's no way you won't miss home. In fact, when I got married, in 2007. And when I just go to Nigeria for a couple of weeks, and I left. Before we come together again, it was 7 years later. So I don't even look at my wife's face. So hey, I'm going, and I'm gone. So since it's God, I don't care about myself. That is how I've been living with God. He knows the best. He knows what He wants for me. It's not about me. It's about Him. That is how so I don't think, I never look back when I come to the States. And in the States, people are very friendly. Yeah, very friendly because I work in the ministry all through. Since the one I was in DC up to today. I think I've been working for ministry right here. I will be 16 years. February 8th, 6th, next month. And it's like home. Because like we are living together, we are like family. Everybody's connected together. You know, if I call any of our staff at midnight, somebody will pick my call. When you are in problem, you call anybody in my staff, in our ministry, you will see somebody coming to help you. So it's like you are home. So I don't really feel anything. I don't feel anything.
Each week, one of the things that we try to do is give the people something that they can take home, something that will be a blessing to them. And a verse that the Lord laid in my heart for today, something that we have taught the kids more than once.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6 says, "Trust the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding." Is that not what you've just been saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, you've been trusting in the Lord, not trusting in Abby.
Yes.
Trusting in the Lord.
Yes.
It says, "In all your ways submit to Him,
Yeah.
and He'll make your paths straight."
Yeah, Abby's way is very small. God's way is big.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I always, it's a lesson to me in life anyway, because I dream very small. But God's dream is bigger than what I think. You know, I dream myself, but God's dream covers a lot. So that's how, along the line, I learn a lot. Along the line about life, about God, I learn a lot. You know, trust is one of them. It is trust. When you can't trust God, then you can't do anything.
I have, I hate to say the word ability, but dreaming big has never been a problem for me. And yet my dreams are small in comparison to his dreams.
Yes, yes.
Like yourself, when we first started, it's not like I had this dream we're going to take and reach, and nobody even knows the number, but it's been hundreds of thousands of kids while we've been here in the city of Dallas. And as you know, God has raised up this new generation
Yes, yes.
of leaders that's very humbling
Yes,
just to be a part
yes.
of what's taking place in their lives. You've also been on this journey with us of trying to get new facilities. We looked at a lot of old buildings, and that was my dream. First to admit it, my dream was, we had an old warehouse. Well, we'll just get us another old warehouse and rehab it. And yet the Lord had a dream that was so much bigger than my dream.
Yes.
And obviously his dream cost a little more than what my dream cost, right?
Yeah.
The difference is, if it was my dream, then I have to pay for it, right?
Yes.
But when it's his dream,
Yeah. It's more than you.
he'll provide.
Yeah.
He will provide. People will just like you were talking about when you were going to school. It appeared that you were going to have some debt.
Yes.
But God.
Yes. Even the type of money that I'm supposed to pay, I don't know if I will get it.
Yeah.
But God is there,
And that's where we're at today. We've been talking here on the program here for quite some time about new facilities that the Lord has laid on our hearts, and how the Lighthouse is providing land for us to. That's a miracle within itself, right?
Yes.
I mean, who would have thought that?
Mm-hmm.
And then he brought Michael Cathcart, our architect, and he brought him into our life. And Michael, he drew this building. I went, whoa, this is what I had in mind at
It's
all.
a masterpiece. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
amazing.
It is.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable. And yet when you trust in the Lord, then he'll provide.
Sure. Everything revolves him, he will provide. God has been providing for even if in Metro, I could remember. Let me tell a story that I said God can provide.
Okay.
If you remember the time we want to go to the camp, and the last minute, the
sponsor
people,
backed out.
Oh,
yeah.
How we prayed, God provide. I always tell the staff all today. That is provision from God. That is provision. If he can do it right then, he can do it now also.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's, we don't talk about Chris very often. We should. Chris is so very kind to us. This is Full Circle Studios. Is obviously where we're recording this today and have been all along. And Chris has been so very, very kind and allowed us to be here. Well, Chris was here during those days. And he remembers that 2 weeks before camp. Remember that, brother? 2 weeks before camp, they went, we're sorry, you might want to find somebody else. We already had the kids signed up.
Yeah.
And it's like you talked, I mean, the money was, it was just not possible for us, but God.
Yes.
And he provided. And we're believing he'll do that now.
He will.
We're committed to seeing that this next generation, we put them in a position to win.
Yeah, one of the things I usually see is that we don't think about ourselves. We think about others.
Yeah.
And in the business, in God's business, God always liked the people, always provided for the people who doesn't care about themselves. It's like intercession. When you are interceding for others, it's only God who can think about you. We don't think about ourselves. That's what I know about the last Metro ministry. Since I've been working here, there's no day we think about ourselves. When we have the meeting, the meeting is always revolved around people. And that's one thing glads my heart, because I have the heart for the people. When I see home broken, people who are suffering, It breaks my heart. And that's exactly how Metro is also. So we are doing something that is in the heart of God. We don't care about ourselves. We care about others. We work hard so that others can say Christ, can know Christ, and to give them atmosphere whereby they can feel loved. Pastor Tim has been speaking about our core values of our ministry.
Right.
He said, love God, love people, and be an example. These are who we are. We love God, and we radiate that through us to others by loving people, and we be an example. And it is from the head, which is you. Because you are an example, that is why we follow what you do.
Thank you. I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe if you have a heart for the Lord,
Yes.
then God will see that heart.
Yes.
And if you trust in Him, He'll provide.
Yes, it will.
So I want to thank you, Abby, for you've been a good friend, and you have stood by us during this time. And the result is we're going to see an incredible miracle.
Amen.
And, so if you were to tell people today, why should they get involved in Dallas Metro? Why should they be a part of this miracle that God has for us?
Thank you. I was in pastors' conference some years back in Phoenix. One of the speakers on that day was talking about the people. Well, I will not use the word poor, but I use the people. And he make one statement that people are the opportunity to serve.
Mm-hmm.
People are the opportunity to sow. People are the opportunity to serve the Lord. Dallas Metro is an opportunity for people to serve the Lord. What I know about Dallas Metro is there's a lot of opportunities for people. Opportunities, so much. If you are a children's pastor, there's a place for you. If you are a handyman, there's a place for you. If you are a adult pastor, there's a place for you. Every walks of life, every walks of things you can think in life, Dallas Metro is. It's a complete ministry. So when I heard this at that time, that means Dallas Metro is an opportunity for people to serve the Lord. It's an opportunity for people to sow to the Lord. So when you are sowing to Dallas Metro, you are not sowing to the people, you are sowing to the Lord.
Right.
That's how I see Dallas Metro for.
Yeah.
So that is the reason why people need to jump into this all-in thing we are doing.
I totally agree. Abby, thank you for being here today, brother.
Thank you very much, Pastor Clay.
You have blessed me. Your family's been very kind to me.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening to the Lord and being a missionary to the United States of America. We need you here, brother.
Thank you, Pastor Clay.
You've been a blessing.
Thank you.
If you haven't heard about the All In campaign, if you would go to our webpage, it's dallasmetro.org. Click on All In and then go in, then click where it says, what is All In? And down there at the bottom, you'll see pictures that Michael has drawn of what the new facility is going to look like. And, we're believing God for an incredible miracle. Abby, he just shared with us why you should get involved. Dallas Metro is a place where you can serve. And they say, well, I can't actually be there on site. But you know what? You can take and sow into what the Lord is doing in our city. So would you prayerfully consider today making a donation, or maybe for the next 12 months, making a monthly commitment that you'll stand with us and believe us for this incredible miracle. We're believing that God's going to take and provide for this facility, and it's going to be absolutely debt-free, and it's going to happen because you're going to get involved. You're going to be a part. Hey, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. God bless you.